Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22, and we're on Court Farms and we're carrying on with our contractor series. Right, so we've skipped through to April, then winter months in the last episode. We finally got behind us and the grass is starting to grow again. You can see though, it is a shame, but this grass here in these two fields that we first purchased, we're quite a bit behind on. Now, we did purchase this field to the left here in the last episode, right at the end, from the money that we gathered from selling the silage. So we've now got this big L-shaped field that we need to do another boundary on. So we need to sort out the boundary on this field. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until this grass here is grown basically to the same height as this. There's no point in me cutting this, and we may as well sync it together so it's all at the same length. But we are doing pretty well. Like, when you think about it, it is now a much bigger field and we should get even more grass from it. But we do need to patiently wait now until we can get them to the right height. But I have taken the fence out, so we're pretty much sorted. We've even taken this gate out of here just because it was at a bit of a weird angle. So now we've got, yeah, it kind of looks better, tidier. I mean, part of me thinks I should have bought that plot of land right in front of me and built a farm there. So who knows? It could be something, maybe. Depends. But the next big area is this. This is the next task. Take this hedge out and we're going to purchase this, but we've got to work towards that. But we've got now some nice weather to try and get 128,000 to get this done. Now that's 21% off the price. So good old Clifford Powell, we've been doing loads of work for him and he's finally giving us a nice discount on it, which is good to see. We could actually carry on doing work for him, but at the moment there is a few contracts, but I've gone and picked one in field 32, which is actually this one here, even though it says 43. But that's the one we're going to be working on today. It's weird because I think we did this field before. So yeah, should be good to get back in it. Now, it isn't Clifford Powell, unfortunately. It's Samuel Ortega. Pretty cool name. But yeah, we're going to do this. Now, the reason I went with this one, I did sort them out by net profit, and these two were above it, but they're both hay. And I thought, we're in April, kind of too early to do a bit of a hay. So I thought, oh, we'll do some silage. So this is the first one that came up. Now, there is a Clifford Powell one for hay that we can do. So it'd be good to do that. We could even lease out the equipment now if we wanted to. But I think because we got the equipment for that, we may as well use ours because, obviously, we'll get more money in the end. But yeah, well, this is the one we've gone for just because it's whole crop, well, grass silage, really. So we're going to get that done in this episode. So yeah, we're going to make sure we get another contract done in this episode and keep bringing that money up. I'm hoping by the end again, before the next winter, we get that field. That's the long-term aim. Now, short-term aim, I have been thinking, as I was parking all these tractors away and tidying everything up and all the equipment, we did really well. We got some good deals. We bought this kind of silage trailer here. We bought that trailer as well. And I think we did well. We've got a lot of trailers now to work with. But what I'm thinking, the main thing is tractors. Now, I've got two decent tractors here. Two really good, powerful tractors. And then this little Ford. And I think we need to swap that out for something else. Or keep that and then just get another one of some sorts. And I know that there's been a few good tractor mods falling on Mod Hub. Really good ones. So I am thinking, should I invest in them? But I need about 80,000. For the one I was after, it's about 80,000. So then I thought, well, there's better options. Maybe another Ford that's got a bit more power. So yeah, we'll try and, I think, on the short term, just upgrade that, even getting another tractor of some sorts. Because we do want to build a farm on here. And I know we're doing all right in regards to money. We're getting quite a lot. And we obviously need to get the equipment anyway to do the contracting work. It's kind of like the first step. And then we need some good grass fields to make money to build a farm. That was the goal in the end. But I think it would help us a lot if we had another third tractor that we could use quite a lot of. And then this little thing we could just use on this yard here. And we could even use it just for mowing this little patch of grass. But yeah. Definitely need to focus on getting a third tractor, I'd say, first. So hopefully by the end of this episode we'll have enough money, because we're doing really well. I actually started the episode on 28,000, but I went hopping around again, found 10 more collectibles. I actually found them on the main farm on Court Farms. So yeah, doing pretty well. So we're sitting at 38. By the end of this episode we'll obviously be around 50, hopefully, maybe a little bit extra on top. And we might even have a bit of grass silage fermenting from this field because that's ready to mow. So I think we just go all out now, get the mowers out. We will kind of do this one ourselves and then send Courseplay and Autodrive to do the other field. And then hopefully by the end we'll have 2 fields done for silage. So let's get to it. We're going to need to get the mowers out. I think we'll manually start on this small one. And then when it's done, we'll send the JCB up to field 32 to get cracking on that as well. So one thing I didn't really do, which I've just thought about, is cleaning the tractors. Yeah, we're going to have to go front in. We definitely could do with a bit more storage space, couldn't we? Glad this has got all-wheel turning, because it's going to help us out a lot. There we go, that's the first one on. Right, so I've got everything pretty much set up. Got the class on the baler. We're obviously doing the mowing with the JCB. I have sent up the Ford to the store because we're actually lacking one vital piece of kit here, which is something we needed to sort out, which is the row that I couldn't figure out in the last episode. So we're gonna go buy one. We're gonna get that done because we're gonna need it a lot throughout what we're gonna plan on doing. So I think it is important just to get that sorted out. So I'll wait till it gets up the shop and we'll make a quick start on this. Now I have got sorted out finally having my stream deck with having the buttons to turn all my equipment on. So I've got my front mower and the rear mower all on the same kind of setup. Just need to make sure I turn on. There we go. Don't want the fresh grass, we want the like conditioned. Yeah, let's make a quick start on this. This won't take long. Much better mower set up here now. No, actually, did we cut this field when we had the front and the side? I think we did. Can't remember now. Not sure. But yeah, it makes easy work of it. It's not a big field in comparison to what it could be. Yeah, we just need to try and get through as much of it we can, because I do want to try and get this done and the contract field by the end of this episode. So a few time lapses, we'll see where we get to, but yeah, just hoping we can get it all done. Still struggling to find a road that's a good size, not too much money. Yeah, because I don't want to spend a fortune of this 38. I'd rather get to the end of the episode and be able to buy myself an upgraded Ford. I think that would be perfect. I mean, the TW35 is an absolute beast. Imagine if we can get that. I think that would be pretty cool. But we'll have to just see where we're at for money at the end. Now, the one thing this should do is it should improve our environmental score, because we tended to this field, and as you can see, our yield in certain areas is really good. And I'm hoping by the time we've as well mowed that third field that we bought to combine into the L-shaped field, when we've mowed that, we can actually do some precision farming work on that as well. Part of me thinks we shouldn't just plough it in. I think we buy the bigger patch and then properly work on that field, as in get it all sorted out environmental score wise. Yeah, I'll look straight into that then. But yeah, I think it's probably better to do that. It'd be a lot of work to plough it in, some fresh grass seeds, and make sure that we kind of like roll it and all that stuff. Anything we need to do. I don't think we need to roll the grass field, but anything we can do really is just to get it up to that maximum score. Mulching, I think mulching as well, or grass rolling, something. There's always something missing. You get like a 2.5%. Now it's either mulching or rolling with that. I'm not entirely sure. Now I haven't seen a notification pop up that he's at the store, but it's got to be there by now, surely. I think so. Tell you what, we'll just drive up to this point here, tidy that last little bit, and then we'll go check, because I know it's a slow thing, but I didn't think it was that slow. So let's raise them up. Should do the front then the rear, and then we can turn them both off. Let's go check. He's just got here. He must have stopped somewhere for a cup of tea. Anyway, we need to get this row. Hopefully by the time he gets back with it, we'll have finished mowing. Right, let's check this out then. Hopefully we can find something, preferably on offer. Second hand is always the way to go. Right, let's have a quick look in this used market then. I mean, if we're lucky, we'll see a row in here. Nah, unfortunately not. So we're going to have to find something. We can't lease it out because we're going to need to use it on the contract field. So we can't lease it out. We could technically lease it out to do on our farm, but we can't use it in the contracting field. So let's just see if we can find something. I don't want something too small, preferably like base game, I'd say. I find some of the modded ones I have a few issues with. No, I don't mind that class one. 7.4 meters isn't too bad. You know, that's not bad, but it is a modded one. But I think I've just got to trust them. That's the one that I just had too many problems with. We've tried that one. As good as it was, it just wasn't for me. And these are getting too big now. So I'm going to say we try the class. It's 7.4. 21,000. Not cheap at all. But you know what? Needs must and all that. So let's just take off the plate. Yeah. Let's go for that. I mean, it's a shame we couldn't get it, like, obviously, second hand or something, but at least we've got it. That's the main thing. I'm hoping it works a little bit better than our previous ones. So let's get hooked up. We can send it back. And yeah, the turn on this tractor is just so poor, but obviously with it being so old, probably what you'd expect. But yeah, it's not easy to use sometimes. Really good for jobs like this though. Right, there we go. Send him back to my farm. Turn these back on. Well, then we turn the engine on. And then we can drop them down again. And we can crack on with it. So what I'll do is I'll do a bit of a jump cut now, because there's obviously going to be a lot of work going on in the contractor farm, in the contracting field as well. So do a bit of a jump cut now, get this mowed up, and we'll send this tractor on to do some work in the next one, and we'll try that row out in here. Right, so welcome back. So, bit of an update. The field on the contracting yard, the small one, that's been rowed up and mowed. And I've sent the mower down here using auto drive, and it's, as you can tell, getting through it quite well. Actually doing a really good job. And I've also sent the tiny little Ford that is struggling. I have to say, it's struggling like mad with that row down here, ready to basically go. So we now need to do the baling in our small field and then bring it down here after we've done the rowing. We should be able to finish up. But I think it's good to do the one in the small field first, because then the bales that are in there, yeah, we can obviously just kind of keep on the ground, we'll just leave them there to ferment basically. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. So let's get into here, finish this off. Probably going to do a bit of a time lapse now. Do you know what I do want to do? But I actually want to change the colour of the wrap. I think for this second year we don't need an orange wrap, do we? Let's go with something a bit more traditional. It was fun while it lasted. Yeah, let's switch that up. So I'm hoping that I can just open this door, reverse in, and Bob's your uncle. Definitely need a bit more storage though. It's getting tight on this yard. I mean, doing silage now is a lot easier though. I have to say that. Just because mainly, like, the pickup on that bale, on the trailer over there, this kind of like semi-auto load trailer, mechanical auto load, whatever you want to call it. Let me get into that trigger. Can we? Right, so let's customize this. I mean, we may as well repair it for 46. Why not? But yeah, let's just change this color. I mean, we can get so many types now, but I think I'm just going to go with like a grey. I do like the greys, but maybe a bit of a darker grey. Or maybe like that. Yeah, let's go with that. So customize that. Yes. Job done. Bet it's disconnected. Yeah, and then that one doesn't actually work very well. It's the configuration on the JCB though works fine. It's only with this one. Right, so we've got it currently dropping in manual mode, which means that I think it now should drop automatically. And let's just check the size again. We've got 150s. I think we do 180s. Why not? Especially if they're just sitting in the field. At least we can still pick them up. Yeah, we definitely need a third tractor, I think. I think we can do it. If we do it right, we can get, potentially, at some point, like this class is our smallest tractor out in the fields. But we definitely need to think of something. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's unfold and crack on. I mean, we've had a decent yield in here. Be interesting to see what precision farming score actually is. 84 and that has jumped up to 65, which is brilliant. Perfect. It's just these fields now that we're going to have to tend to, but I'm happy with an 84 on there. And that's unfortunate, but oh well. Right. Let's do this. Should be an easy job, this should. We're not going to have many bales, and I still have got that mod activated, haven't I? So I am going to stop even though it's a fast bale. I keep forgetting about that one. I need to, yeah, kind of remember to just deactivate it for this save game, just because we aren't using a traditional baler. But we need to set that to auto drop. There we go. And now it should just automatically sort out the rest. There we go. Straightforward enough. One bale done. Many more to go. So I'll stick this on a time lapse. We'll get through this field and yeah, we'll get out to the other one, hoping by the time we've done this, that field will be ready. And I need to remember to set the guy in the row going. That little forward struggling like mad, but hopefully it'll be the last task it needs to do out on contracting work. We'll get a replacement for it. It's just got a bit more juice under that bonnet.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car.
Hey, I tell you what, we are flying through this. Look at us. I tell you, we've made our life so much easier by getting certain kit. Like the fast baler, this semi-auto load trailer is bloody brilliant, really. I am intrigued to see if I have a problem with this arm again. Now, I did see all the comments in the last video saying that they've used it many times, people have, and that's never happened before. So I think someone suggested as well it's because I threw that bale on that might have I caused a problem. Now, I'm hoping that's the case. I'm hoping that when this is full, but they're all the same size bales, that this thing here is just going to, you know, go back up. I'm hoping so anyway. I know it won't go all the way up, but it'll go to the point where it's kind of like just the arms across like that. And someone did say that there's no collision on it at that point. So I just want to thank everyone as well that put some comments in, because it does really help me, because sometimes I'm scratching my bloody head thinking, like, what have I done? What have I done here? But yeah, we're flying through this. I did most of the baling myself, but when it got to the point that I sent the other tractor back up to the farm, I thought, yeah, we'll get this guy carrying on for us on Courseplay, and then we'll pick up these ready to go. Now, I have got, it looks like I've got probably 3 more rows left to bale, so 9 more bales left. Might have to do a second load. Who knows, that second load could just be for us to keep with the bales that we've already got in that small field. I mean, we could go and have a quick look just to see how we're doing with that. This tractor, honestly, I do love it. It's nostalgia and everything. But the fuel tank is the size of a pea. It's the size of a pea. I'm sure this was full when we started, and it's gone down again. It's crazy how many litres that holds. I think I could carry a full tank of fuel on me as a spare load for this tractor, like in my pocket. It's just nuts. Anyway, let's have a look. So we've got 3 there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bales. And I'm going to say 10 because we were like probably about 100 litres off making a 10th bale. So we really did get about 10 bales off that. And that's 7,500 litres a bale, so 75,000 litres. Pretty simple math. So I'm happy with that. That's a lot of silage to sell. Let's have a quick look at the field. So it needs a bit of nitrogen. Not too bad though, but it does need a little bit. And pH is fine, so we don't need to worry about that. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Just want to still aim to get a better Ford. I'm going to stick to the idea of just getting a Ford by the end of this with a bit more horsepower. I mean, looking at, we're not going to look at the tractors yet. We'll keep that as kind of like a reward at the end. But I just want to check this out. So this is the 4600, cheapest chips, but only 52 horsepower. If we can get it up to 100, I'd be very happy with that. I really would. But anyway, let's carry this on. Let's pick up some more bales. And yeah, we can get this contract done. I think I've been playing for an hour. That's all. To do 2 fields, grass silage, that's pretty decent. That's like one of the quickest I've ever done a field this size for grass silage. Just goes to show when you've got decent equipment. I mean, loading does take a lot of time, so, you know, that's made a big difference, really. But we are getting there, aren't we? I think we can fit 6 more on, maybe. Depends. It could actually be 3. I'm trying to think now. Surely it can't. I mean, you'd fill this trailer up. You wouldn't have a gap at the end, would you? So yeah, I'm going to guess we've got 4 more bales to go. Which means that we are going to leave some in this field. We'll have to just see if the contract completes. I mean, it could mean that we don't get much money. spare money, should we say, the extras at the end, because if we complete the contract or it hits 100%, I'm sure it gets to a point where this doesn't turn into grass silage anymore. It's actually like just fresh grass that needs to ferment, basically. But this is still grass silage popping out, because obviously normally you would, you know, you'd have to let it ferment, but because we're doing a contract, it just comes out straight away as grass silage. So as soon as it hits 100% on the contract, it starts turning into, I'm sure it does, because we're already at 100% though. I've seen that though. I've seen some of them turn up, like just come straight out as fresh grass that needs fermenting. But it says field progress wise, we're already at 100%. So I wonder if the next bale that comes out is fresh grass. We'll keep an eye on that. I just want to test that theory, because if not, I haven't got a clue then why I've been randomly seeing a bale pop out that's not grass silage. It's just, yeah, needs fermenting still. Because it does say 100, so when this bale drops out, shouldn't be too long. We'll have a look. So yeah, it's still grass silage. I'm happy with that. Keep popping out these bales. Definitely, because it means that I get extra money at the end if we go over. Two more. And then we'll go drop off our first load. I think these might... Do these need to go to the biogas plant? No, thankfully they need to go to the garden centre. I do prefer it when it's like that. Definitely. Let's have a look at the information on that, actually. So delivered, obviously none. 4,000 bales, if we were doing that many litres, is 22. So 85,300 litres is what's required. The price is 310. Profit from harvest is 2,620. I think we'll get a lot more than that, to be honest. We normally do. It's usually crazy the amount that we get on top. Sometimes I'm taking in like 20, 25, 20,000, and I'm sure I've kept it on the default setting. So yeah, delivery on harvest contracts is 91%. That's at 90%. So you can up that and down it, but I haven't changed this. I'm sure I haven't. So we only need to take 90% of what's required. So we get 10% of it, as well as taking your contracting fee. So, I mean, that's pretty decent. It's bloody awesome. And it's all to buy a decent Ford at the end, isn't it? It's needed now. That tractor just turns poor. It's very small. It's got a fuel tank the size of a pea. And it just hasn't got many horsepower. So I think it's justified now to do it. So there we go. Let's see what happens to this. Does it... Right, so I've turned it... So there we go. See, now that's what I wanted. There we go. So it must have been something I did that time. It must have been what that guy suggested on the comment. I'm sorry I forgot your name. It was a few videos back now. But yeah, I really appreciate that, because it must have been the fact that I threw that bale on when it was snowing to try and take it. So yeah, at least we know that that was the problem. Right, so garden centre is... I'm sure the garden centre is about here somewhere. Or is it... I'm sure the garden centre is... Yeah, it's up that side. There we go. So to get there, we're going to need to come down this main road. We're going to need to get up that main road, so we're going to have to go down here. So let's get this dropped off and delivered. First load, beacons on. And I might just turn all wheel, front wheel, turn it on. There we go. Best way to go through this field? No. I mean, really, we just need to go over there. We're going to have to drive through this field. I mean, ideally, I wouldn't want to do that, but we're just going to have to, yep, go through the field. Should have come out that way. We'll know for next time. At least it's not crop that we can destroy. I mean, ideally, if someone said to me, would you like the option for that to penalise you for running over the crop? If it did that, then I'd naturally just avoid it anyway, because obviously you wouldn't want to take the... Yeah, that kind of... Bloody hell, this is tight, man. That's the... Yeah, that's not very good, is it? Let's be honest. Just about get through there, though. Thank God for that. So this main road all the way up should lead us straight to the garden centre. Brilliant road for a drag race. So here we go. I think it's the sell point on the left. Now, just been thinking, like, I haven't actually been up here, but I think there'd be some collectibles lying about, wouldn't you? So, should we have a bit of a sneaky look, just to see if we can get some extra cash in? I mean, Oxy's usually pretty sneaky when always places them at spots like this, so why not have a look around, eh? Just a quick look. Got anything for us? Yes, there we go, that's one. I'll take that one. Boosh. Anything else? There's got to be more than one in here. Unless there is just the one. Got anything in there? I mean, I bet we look really strange right now. Like really strange. But, yep, this is what we do. Yeah, that must be the one. Unless there's something on top. Sometimes you can't see him sitting on top of the buildings. But no, I think we just had the one. But that's alright. That's not too bad. An extra £1,000 for just being here. Wish that happened in real life. Just go to the shop and there you go, you can have £1,000. Right, so we want to unload. Alright, well the contract is complete. And we get a 9% discount from Samuel. And as you can see, we've had a bonus of 1,300 just for the environmental score alone. And we're at £45,000. We've still got more bales to pick up. I don't know if it'll be many, but bloody hell, fire, that's brilliant. We're definitely going to be able to buy a Ford, I'm hoping anyway. It should be better than the one we've got. We're going to keep the one we've got. Yeah, we can always look back at how we've moved up in the world. But anyway, I'll get back. I'll pick up these last bales and we'll go and sell them. And then as soon as I've done that, we'll cut back in. We'll take a bit of a recap at the store, finish off the contract, and we'll get that tractor. Right, so there we go. All done. Picked up the last 2 bales. There was only 2 bales, so what I decided to do is just put them with the ones that we've got in our field and then we'll sell them together. There's no point in me taking the 2 up. I think we're doing all right for money. Anyway, with this episode, we've definitely chipped away and earned quite a bit of cash. So let's finish off and complete this contract. So we'll click that. Thank you very much. And we've now got 62,000. And we've also bought a windrow in this episode, so we're doing really well. Grass silage is, honestly, it's bloody brilliant, especially for contracts. So let's buy a tractor. Now, I have had a change of heart. I know I said I was going with a Ford, but there's a mod out there that's come out recently, and it's just worth it. It's worth it. I mean, there's been some really good tractor mods recently. EDO's made a cracking Fiat Agri, but this one I've been excited for, and I've been seeing a lot of pictures on Facebook that Bullet Bill has obviously had some influence on as well, and I think he's done a helping hand. So let's take a look at this, because there's 2 variations of it, and I don't know yet which one I'm going to go for, but we're definitely going to buy that, and I think it's really good as well, because we can upgrade along the way. Right, so as you can see, there's these 2. We've got a Renault, and I think it's the RS 600, or RS 600, however you're pronouncing that. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Hopefully I'm not butchering that, but RS 600. Now, there's the Class and the Renault. They both pretty much physically look identical. It's just obviously different models to him. So one's a Class, one's a Renault. Now, I am tempted to go with the Renault because I haven't really ever used a Renault too much in a series, and I think this would be a nice touch. I really do. And I love the look of that, especially inside. Now, this has been made by John Deere 2450, and then Bullet Bill has obviously been sharing it. I think he's had some influence on it as well. Not 100% certain about how much and everything, but it's definitely them 2 have been working together on this. And yeah, but it's a mod by John Deere 2450, on Mod Hub. You can get both of these variations now. Definitely recommend it because you know it's going to be decent. If Bullet Bill's recommending it, that's pretty much a given. So I'm going to go with the Renault. Now, what I do like about this is you can get the 610 and it's 58,000, or you can get the 620, go up to 640, but then there's the tuned versions of it. So actually the 640 tuned is 194 horsepower. So we could kind of upgrade this along the way, but if we start off with 100, we're already increasing what we can do. I like the look of that. I know it's on the limit. We are pretty much 58,000. We're going to have hardly any cash left, but we can always do another contract and bring that back in. And I like this. I do like it. The class as well looks nice though. It really does. But I've already got a class. I think I'll mix it up a bit and go with a Renault. We'll keep that tyre set up. We'll put a bit of tyre sound on it. That's on standard. That's on standard. I'm happy with that. Extra work lights. How much are they? 750. Why not? Looks pretty cool. Don't need a triangle. Attaches on the front. At least we know we can upgrade for 5,000, get a 3-point linkage. But I think right now, we're obviously just going to do a bit of work. If we just put like a few weights on, like 400 kilograms, that's fine. Don't need a front loader on it. Nothing else. I just want to think about getting a number plate. I don't really mind what it says. I know some people are pretty spot on with this. I think it said in the description of the mod it was like from 1999 to 2006. So if we went for like let's say we went for an 03, I think that should be fine. Why not? We've got it on the front, got it on the back. Happy days. I think I'm going to go for it. 59,400, right on the limit. But let's buy it. There we go. Finally got a third tractor. This should be able to do some serious business. I mean, I do like the look of it, I have to say. And I think what I'm hoping for is that it's got good turning. I'm really hoping for that. I mean, it looks pretty good so far. Yep, definitely got a good turning. Definitely got a good turning, which helps so much in game. It really does. So let's just see. Indicate it. Yeah, that works. I love it when all the inputs you can see inside the cab. It's much more immersive. But there we go. Tractor upgraded. Made some decent cash. Got ourselves a windrow. So now we're pretty much set up for these upcoming spring and summer months. We'll probably be doing quite a lot of harvesting. As soon as we get to that season, you can see all the crops are growing around. So we'll be out in the fields again. But at least we've got a tractor now that can pretty much do mainly the tedding and the rowing for now, but then we could upgrade it and eventually it'll get to the point where it'll do the baling, it'll do everything if we get it to 194. Yeah, I really like this mod. Really like it. And I think that's a perfect way to end the episode. So on that note, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give the video a thumbs up. That does help me out. I'm on the road to 30k, so if you've not subscribed, please help me out and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next one.